In verse 22, Ke idon palin ento ipno mu, and I saw again in my sleep, Ke osper epta stachis, anevenon and pithmani, even as if 7 ears of corn ascending in a lower branch, and we'll jump up here, and one lower branch, ani, pliris ke kali, full and good. 23. Ali they epta stachias, and another 7 ears of corn, lepti ke anamoph thori, anaphionto, ehomeni afton, thin and destroyed by the wind, grew up next to them. Ke katapion e epta stachias e lepti ke anamoph thori, tus epta stachias, tus kalus ke tus pliris, and the 7 thin and destroyed by the wind, ears of corn swallowed down 7, the 7 good and full ears of corn. Ipa un tis exigites, and I told it then to the expositors. Ke uk in o apangelon mi afto, and there was no one reporting it to me. Verse 25, Ke ipen iosif to Pharaoh, and Joseph said to Pharaoh, To nipnion Pharaoh en estin, the dream to Pharaoh is one. Osa o theos pii edhixe to Pharaoh, as much as God does, he showed to Pharaoh. And 26, E epta voes e kale, epta eti esti. The 7 years, the 7 good, 2 oxen, 3 are, 4, 7, 5 years. Ke e epta stachias e kali epta eti esti. And the 7 good ears of corn, 2, 3 are, or is, 7 years. To enipnion e Pharaoh en esti. The dream of Pharaoh is one. They're both the same thing, talking about the same thing. Verse 27, Ke e epta voes e lepte, and the 7 thin oxen, e anavenuse opiso afton, the ones ascending after them, epta eti esti, are 7 years. Ke e epta stachias e lepti ke anamoph thori, epta eti estin. And the 7 thin and destroyed by the wind, ears of corn, are 7 years. Esonte epta eti limu. There will be 7 years of famine. Tode rima o irika Pharaoh, and the saying which I have said to Pharaoh, Osa o theos pii edhixe to Pharaoh. God will do as much to show to Pharaoh. So these are going to happen, the good years and the bad, the plenty and the famine. In verse 29, Idhu epta eti erkete evthenia, poli in pasigi Aegyptu. Behold, for 7 years there comes great prosperity in all the land of Egypt. In verse 30, Ixi the epta eti limu meta tafta. But 7 years of famine shall come after these. Ke epilisonte tis plismonis tis esomenis en oli gi Aegyptu. And they shall forget the fullness being in all the land of Egypt. Ke analosi olimos tigin. And the famine will consume the land. Verse 31. Ke uk epigenostisate e epthenia epi tis gis apo tu limu tu esomenu meta tafta. And the prosperity shall not be realized in the land because of the famine being after these things. It's interesting how things can be really good, but then once things happen that are bad, it really becomes so important that the old way can't even imagine it because it's gone, and now you're in this terrible situation, something that may happen to this world that we've been so prosperous at. How will we survive when the hard times come? So the prosperity, ke uk epignostisate e epthenia epitis gis apo tu limu, being after these things, esgyros gar este svodra, for it will be exceedingly strong. So this is going to be a very bad famine. Peride tu defterose to enipnion pharaoh this, and concerning the repetition of the dream to Pharaoh twice, devtero two twice, the second repetition here in the verbal form. Oti alethis este torima, to para tu theu. It is because the saying by God will be true. Ke tachini o theos, tu piise afto, and God will hasten to do it. So God has this planned to do this, and God has everything planned and does what he has to do. And we get into interesting, because does this mean that everything is already pre-planned and set down and there's no variation? We're little robots. You get into the argument then of free will and everything. And here would be sort of an argument towards the one side, but a lot of places it's the other. It goes back and forth. God is because the saying is by God, and God will hasten to do it. Nin un, now then, skepse anthropon, phronimon ke sineton. Look about for a man, anthropology, 444. Phronimon ke sineton, intelligent and discerning. Ke katastison avton epigis Aegyptu, and place him over the land of Egypt. Ke pisato pharaoh, ke katastisato toparchus epi tisgis, and let Pharaoh make and place toparchs over the land. Rulers of places, topography and archos. It's probably a derivative. I should have highlighted it there. Ke apopemptosatosan panta ta ganimata tis gis, Aegyptu ton epta eton tis epthenias, and let them take a fifth of all the produce of the land of Egypt, of the 7 years of prosperity. So it's going to be a tax on these people. That's a big 20%. Ke synagogetos panta tavromata ton epta eton ton erhomenon ton halon tuton, and let them bring together all. The synagogue, get is a verb, a synagogue, a gathering. Let them bring together all the vromata, bromo seltzer, old enough to know what that is for your stomach, has to do with foods. Let them bring together all the foods of these coming 7 good years, and jumps around the numbers. Ke sinak thito ositos ipohira pharaoh, and let them bring together the grain, sitos, under the hand of Pharaoh. Vromata entes policy philak thito, to be guarded in the cities. So let them, here's a plan that Joseph is giving, and take this good food, all this food from the 7 good years, and put them in the cities and granaries.